possibility for Jan Oblak to leave Atletico Madrid in the summer. It's not guaranteed. It will depend on the goalkeeper's domino. You know, with goalkeepers, it's always about the domino. It's going to be important to see what happens with Oblak, with Ederson, as I told you, he could leave Manchester City. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Fabrizio Romano here, as always, to keep you posted on the transfer market. Today, guys, we touch again on Chelsea, on Bayern, on what's going on in Manchester United, but also something to say on Oblak. And so let's jump into it together. And so guys, let me start today's video by mentioning many of the stories we are covering these days. We know for managers it's a really busy month, and so we can confirm the exclusive information on Vincent Kompany, who is on the verge of becoming new Bayern manager. The agreement between Kompany and Bayern is done. He already said yes on Monday. It was just a matter of preparing the documents, reviewing, but the agreement on the ideas, on the vision, on the project was already there. So Vincent Kompany is the man they want at Bayern all together. Now also the supervisory board together with Christopher Freund, Max Eberl, the directors at Bayern. Vincent Kompany is super convinced about Bayern. He's convinced that the future is going to be bright, that they have fantastic players, that they can build a really important project for long term. And also at Bayern, they believe that Vincent Kompany is a super talented coach. Of course, he was relegated with Burnley, but Bayern are convinced that the talent of Vincent Kompany is there. And I can guarantee to you that the feeling in the industry, also from many other big clubs, is the same. He's still really highly rated in the industry. Vincent Kompany, as a manager, as a person, as a football mind, so really highly rated. Bayern are negotiating on a compensation fee while I'm talking with Burnley, so it could be any moment. And then Vincent Kompany should become new Bayern manager if all goes to plan between the two clubs. Then important to say also something, guys, on the staff at Chelsea. So we keep repeating some of the names we mentioned. We never mentioned Mikel from Girona because it was never a possibility to appoint him for Chelsea. It was never something concrete. Mikel is a crucial piece of Girona project, untouchable. Also same for Seb Hones at Stuttgart. As I always told you, he doesn't want to leave the club. He's really appreciated by Chelsea, but he was never really in the frame because Chelsea always considered that it was almost impossible to change his mind after he also said no to Bayern. And so for Chelsea, some names remain. McKenna is waiting for Chelsea. McKenna has a new contract proposal from Ipswich Town. He's not going to accept, at least at the moment, this is the feeling. And also no interest in closing the deal with other clubs. For example, Brighton have made a really important proposal to McKenna. They want McKenna to replace De Zerbi, but McKenna is waiting for Chelsea. So McKenna is there, Thomas Frank is still there, and also Enzo Maresca, who already knows about the interest from Chelsea, waiting to have a conversation with Chelsea to see how will be the exchange. Enzo Maresca was approached by Sevilla to become the new manager, but he wants to stay in the Premier League, Leicester or any other club. Enzo Maresca wants to try his experience, his chapter in the Premier League, and so he's keen on joining Chelsea. There is a release clause into his contract, as I told you, around 10 million euros, so between 7 and 8 million pounds. This is the value of the release clause for Enzo Maresca, who is waiting to understand what happens at Chelsea. But let me clarify that the internal discussion is still ongoing, and so anything can really happen. Anything can really happen at Chelsea for the new manager. Also important to say, guys, about managers, that Erik ten Hag spoke ahead of the FA Cup final between Manchester City and Manchester United. It will be on Saturday at Wembley. We will tell you everything about that game, obviously, but it's an important game for Erik ten Hag. We know the situation is quite tense around the manager. It's been a disappointing season for Manchester United. So, as I told you in every single video, there is still a very good chance to see Erik ten Hag leaving Manchester United at the end of the season. We know that many managers are waiting for that. For example, McKenna, he's waiting for Chelsea, but in case Man United job would be free, he would be also keen on joining Manchester United. So McKenna is waiting to see what happens. And also important to say, the other managers would be keen on the job, even without Champions League football. For example, Thomas Tuchel could be keen on Manchester United opportunity in case they decide to call him and proceed with negotiations. So let's see what happens there. But as of now, Man United full focus is on the final. Man United don't want to get distracted. Man United will decide the future of Erik ten Hag after the final. And so many of you can say, why today Erik ten Hag confirmed that they are already talking about transfers or plans or stuff together? Man United, Ineos and Ten Hag. Is he lying? No, Erik ten Hag is not lying. Erik ten Hag is saying the truth, because Erik ten Hag already since February, since new people joined the club from Ineos, started to be involved in concrete conversations with people at the club, with new people at the club, with the new owners, with Sir Jim Ratcliffe, with all the people who is taking care of Manchester United. So Erik ten Hag has always been part of the conversation. situation, but it's also important to mention that Erik ten Hag knows that the situation is open. So Manchester United will review and decide after the final. Manchester United never really confirmed that they are 100% going to continue with ten Hag. They are involved with ten Hag in conversation, so again, he's not lying on that. It's true that Erik ten Hag already took place in some of the meetings, discussions they had about the future of Manchester United. It's about transfers, plans and many other things. For example, an issue that Manchester United really want to fix for next season is about the injuries. Too many injuries, more than 65 separated cases. So Erik ten Hag was also involved in that conversations with Manchester United and people at Ineos to fix that, but it doesn't mean that it's 100% guaranteed that he's staying. So after the final, Manchester United will review, decide, and obviously for Ineos is a big moment to decide about the future of Manchester United. And so for Erik ten Hag, a big moment. For Manchester United transfer market, guys, the plans remain clear. It's going to be a very busy summer. I told you that at least one centre-back, could be two, will be joining Manchester United. Also important to say that they are looking for a new left-back. That's a position they want to cover. For the right-back, depends on Wan-Bissaka. In the midfield, there could be movement. Casemiro expected to leave. Christian Eriksen to have a conversation with Man United at the end of the season to decide his future. Amrabat, at the moment, Man United are not proceeding to buy him from Fiorentina, but also they have to cover the offensive positions. Olise is appreciated, but Chelsea are also there. Many clubs are keen on Olise, so let's see what they will decide to do at Crystal Palace. There is a release clause into his contract. Also what the player wants to do. This is going to be a crucial point. And then, guys, also another important step to mention for Man United is the striker, whether they want to go for an experienced striker or for a young striker next to Rasmus Højlund to create some competition for next season. So the entire conversation is taking place between Manchester United people internally, so all of them deciding on what they want to do for the summer transfer window, but still waiting on that point for Erik ten Hag, because the manager obviously will be a really important point for the summer transfer window and for planning the future of Manchester United. And then, guys, a small update on Cristiano Ronaldo, because today one of the news we're having from Italy is there will be no official statement from Juventus, but club sources confirm that Juventus have decided to challenge the Cristiano Ronaldo ruling after he officially won the legal battle with Juventus. It was about his wages, so they had to clarify something on that wage dispute they had. Now we can confirm that Cristiano Ronaldo and Juventus will be again facing each other on a legal battle, because Juventus will work legally to avoid paying Cristiano Ronaldo around 10 million euros, 9.8 million euros. So they have to clarify that with Cristiano Ronaldo, and again the legal battle is going to continue. For Cristiano Ronaldo, it also means that obviously he wants to clarify the situation as soon as possible. Cristiano still really happy in Saudi, not negotiating with any club at this stage, really focused on the Saudi project. So nothing is changed for the future of Cristiano Ronaldo, and we have to see what's going to happen in this battle with Juventus. And then, guys, to finish this video today, another important thing to mention is Jan Oblak, because we have to be careful with the situation of Jan Oblak. He's a really important player for Atletico Madrid, a crucial player for Diego Simeone, really loved by the fans, but there is a possibility for Jan Oblak to leave Atletico Madrid in the summer. It's not guaranteed. It will depend on the goalkeeper's domino. You know, with goalkeepers, it's always about the domino. It's going to be important to see what happens with Oblak, with Ederson. As I told you, he could leave Manchester City with Saudi interest. We have to see what's going to happen also with other goalkeepers, for example, Mamardashvili, who is in the list of Atletico Madrid in case Oblak leaves the club. So, a lot of movement. For example, also Ramsdale could leave Arsenal in the summer transfer window. There will be many, many things to follow for goalkeepers, but for Jan Oblak, we have to be careful, because there is interest and there is a possibility for him to leave Atletico Madrid in this summer transfer window in case of good proposals for the player and for the club. So it's not guaranteed, but it's a possibility, one to follow in the summer transfer window. And so, guys, let me know your thoughts on all these stories mentioned, of course, about managers. We mentioned also, of course, on the situation of Cristiano Ronaldo. I wait for your opinion, guys, also on Jan Oblak here in the comments. Remember to like this video, turn on the notification bell, subscribe to the channel. See you soon with Fabrizio.